Eva Trades.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Eva Trades. It is Monday, August the 21st, and today we have some stocks moving, unlike Friday where it was a drought. So let's go take a look at what I'm looking at, and then we'll try to get into some trades and make a little bit of money. Here we go. Yeah, so first up, as usual, we'll take a look at the gap scan over here. We have a few stocks gapping up 112%. That's not bad, considering last week it was a little slow. TIMBR gapping up on some news and looking pretty good, holding up. So I've got that one over here on my watch list. We'll take a look at that in a second. The second leading gapper down, ELIQ. I don't really see any news on that one, but it is a gapper, so definitely going to watch it. Looking pretty good so far, pulling back on the larger time frame. GRRR, the latest one to hit this high of day momentum scanner. It's a little cheaper, $1.84, but it's got a low float, high volume. And we do have some news. Gorilla Technology Group completes contract signing and commences project to provide blah, 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 blah. So yeah, well, I've got that on my watch list as well. What else do we have here? EOSE. It's a little light on the volume. The float's really high. I like the price, but it doesn't have news, so there isn't a catalyst. And I think maybe it's just moving up because the market has been kind of moving as well. So I'm going to skip that one for now. If it pops up on the high of day scanner later, I might take a look at it. Then we have TUP. It's another one of those, just like before. Let me see. It does have a nice look on the hourly time frame. It's an hourly uptrend, but a lower high is expected on that one. So I'm going to go down here and take a look at ESTE, and I don't like that one. SPGC, I don't like that one. So those are our gappers. Only the one stock on the high of day momentum scanner. So we'll take a look at the stocks that I've chosen here in a second, but let's take a look at the overall market first here on SPY. So last week on Friday, I was looking at this monthly consolidation that had started. We've had a nice run up. Monthly consolidation started when we broke the low of this last candle. And we were looking at, the weekly has an uptrend. We have a support down at 413. 431.19. I'm going to get rid of this line. And we were thinking of, there could be a bounce from there, but we're anticipating a lower high on the weekly on any kind of bounce because of the amount of pullback here. And that could happen this week, next week, we don't know. Daily time frame, it is a daily downtrend, so that's something to take note of here. And we were pretty close. I think we were oversold just barely on the RSI on Friday, and we started to bounce from there. And we have a lower high up here at 448.11. The most likely scenario is a bounce and a lower high somewhere below that level. And then we'll see what happens after that. 4-hour time frame on Friday, we were hitting RSI levels. It was getting pretty beat up here, and we did anticipate a bounce. We got that bounce, and I just got rid of that line. Let me put it back. I believe we had a line right here. Yeah. No, that's not right. It was up here. And we had said that, okay, maybe on Friday it would come up to that line and then reject. And let's look at the smaller time frame. This is the hourly time frame here. And we came right up to it. And the end of the day, we rejected from it. In post-market, we pulled back, came back up to it, tested it again. So we had a little tightening range, equilibrium. We broke out over it. So that could be bullish. We have an hourly uptrend. So I'm going to be watching the hourly time frame. Remember, we're using the EMAs here as our guide on the way down. And so now we're up over the top. So we want to watch the EMAs as a possible guide on the way up. And so what I'm looking for is that hourly uptrend to continue. And the second we lose the hourly uptrend, we'd be looking for that lower high on the daily to form and a possible pullback. Keep an eye on that. That could determine what some of these other stocks will do. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. This is my watch list for the morning. And so TIMBR, the leading gap are up 108%. Let's go to the larger time frames. The hourly time frames across the top, the 15-minute time frames across the bottom. Not much to look at here, just an inside bar. We have a support down here at 268. So we do want to hold that level. Resistance is up at 328, and we'll take a look at the smaller time frame for that in a bit. Right now we're waiting for the EMA to catch up. So you can see on the hourly, we're pretty extended above the EMA. Same thing here, hourly time frame, cheaper stock, inside bar, looks like a bull break, another inside bar. On that one, resistance up here. This one we're losing the hourly uptrend up here. Well, we didn't really have an hourly uptrend. We had an attempt at a higher low and a higher high, but the bulls couldn't hold up, so the bears took over. Now we're dropping down. We do have a level back here we can mark out at $1.70. So that's a potential bounce area if we get down to there. 15-minute downtrend, we have this tweezers look right here, and a lot of times you'll see that big move up, big move down, and then you'll see a little bounce, and then continuation down is usually the way that works, but not always. So now let's look at the smaller time frames. This is these are the time frames I usually trade on, the 15-minute across the top and the 1 minute across the bottom. So right now, if we break 268, we don't have a support down here. We didn't form one on the way up on this 5-minute time frame. We could look at the 1 minute, and nothing there either. So that's worth noting. If we break that, all we have below it is $2 psychological and the EMAs. So right now we're trading above the volume weighted average price. That's the white dotted line. And we have an equilibrium with our high, low, lower high, and looking for a higher low here. So I'm going to get rid of those lines. I'll keep this one down here. I'll keep the resistance up above. Let's keep this one too. Why not? We'll see how we look as we get closer to the bell. We have just about 7 minutes to go till the market opens. And so I guess what I'd be looking for here, we're going to anticipate a higher low on the 5-minute. We have those 15-minute inside bars here, you can see. So anytime you have inside bars, you go to a lower time frame and you look for an equilibrium, and that's what we have here. I'm thinking I might have a few problems with my trading this morning. I'm noticing some lag on my computer, so I hope that's not an indication of some issues to come. Okay, so same thing here, equilibrium, high, low. This is an extended equilibrium. We have a double bottom down here and a double top. So we got this channel, and it's more than likely that it might fail. If you're a bull, you might look for a bounce here, but it's an extended equilibrium, but we'll see how that pans out. I'd say, yeah, even on the 15-minute, it's kind of choppy. So what am I looking for on this one? Let's look a little lower just in case it does break down. We have a support down here. You have a little trough right here, and we don't really have a higher low, and well, we don't really have a low of support until way down here, $1.50 area. Cheaper stock, I don't typically trade these cheaper stocks too well. So, yeah, we'll see. So we have our supports marked out. Supports are areas where other traders are looking to possibly jump into a trade, and you get enough people looking at that same support level, and then next thing you know, you got a stock that's moving up, and if you're in it, hey. This one, ELIQ, you know, I'm thinking, let's see here. I thought there was another one that I had my eyes on, but I must have. Yeah, so this one, let's look at the larger time frame once more. I don't like how we're losing our hourly. It's choppy. When it's choppy on the hourly like this, it's kind of hard to say, you know, for sure what the direction is, and that leaves a lot of uncertainty among traders. So who's really to say? Okay, so we have It's trend line. You can't even use that. So it's just choppy. It's hard to predict what might happen on this one, but I'll watch it. I'd say the most likely thing is we get a bounce off of it at least. At the very least, there's a resistance at 230. So let's see if we can find some support levels on the smaller time frame. That's the best thing we can do. We have this one that we broke through already, so I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use this. It's too soon. We do have a little something there. Maybe I don't like that as much. So no, nothing really till down at $1.70. So I'll keep my eyes on $1.70. If we do break out, there may be a trade somewhere over 206. I don't know. 4 minutes to go till the market opens. I'm going to go ahead and set up my stop loss parameters. I look at the candle ranges. So up here I have the candle ranges listed. I go with the highest range, which is about, 15 cents. So then I go down here. This is the software that I've created to help me trade and manage my risk. And 15 cents, I'll click that. I'll click the go button and it enters in my share size and my stop loss so that I am ready to just hit the buy button whenever I want to trade. So the next one over, I'm looking at 4 cents. I'll just click on 6. Click the 6, baby. And on the next one over, it looks like 8 cents. Like that. And then I'm ready to go. Okay, so let's go over here and take a look one more time and see if we see anything else on the gap scan that might be worth trading. Because I still have 2 slots I could fill on my charts. I can watch up to 6 stocks at a time. I don't like to do that because it gets a little tricky. GR, so EOSE. Yeah, that was the one. It's just grinding higher. TUP was, TUP. I might keep an eye on that one. Let me see. Tupperware. It's not a high volume, low float stock per se, but the price is okay. And the hourly time frame looks nice. You could put a level here at 260. We already bounced off that level, but we'll see if that holds up. Yesterday's low or higher low. I'll watch it, but I don't know that I'll trade it. I'll put it over here, right here. Okay, and candle range 6 cents. We have a couple of minutes to go already. So I just came off of a 12-hour shift at my job, and I'm a little tired this morning. So got to stay focused. Trading is difficult as it is, let alone if you're tired. So you got to make sure you stay focused, trade your strategy, honor your risk parameters, and have fun. Take one more look at the overall market here before we get going. So we're coming down to that support on the overall market. On the hourly time frame, just kind of bouncing off the EMAs. Let's look at what the smaller time frames are doing. We have a 15-minute. We lost our 15-minute uptrend, but we don't have a 15-minute downtrend yet. We have a level there that we could bounce off of it's a back test level. 5-minute downtrend, 1-minute uptrend. A 1-minute uptrend is just a bounce on the 5-minute. These are fractals, these time frames. All right, so back over to the main screen. Let's take another look at what we got going on here. So it looks like the bulls here tried to make an attempt but couldn't do it. So now we're pulling back again. Yeah, I don't know this morning that I want to trade that first 1 minute, but here we go. The market's open, so let's do it. I'm going to take a shot at timber here. I'm going to call it timber, even though there's no I in there. Go ahead and let that pull back a little bit, and maybe I'll jump back in right there. Got to be careful on these first candles of the day. It could whip down and stop you out pretty quick. I'm looking for a breakthrough 310. It's not moving as quick as I'd want, but I'm going to give it a chance. See if the bulls can step in here. I'm going to exit half of that position for a small loss just to protect myself. Put my stop loss at the low of day. And I'm going to buy GRRR here. It's coming down to that support. So I'm in this one twice on GRRR. There's a nice break. So, well, it's a little bit whippy. Yeah, let's see if we can get a bounce on GRRR. That is so hard to say. GR is in the house. Okay, I'm gonna get out of GR. I don't like the price action that I'm seeing on it. TMBR, let's see if we can break through 310. So it did break through 310. This TMBR, it's one of those that it's a little difficult to trade sometimes because of the way that it moves. You see how we have that high volume. It makes for a really choppy stock. Yeah, that's how to trade, kind of. I'm having a rough morning so far. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. I'm in a couple of trades over here. I'm in a little high, though. Let's see if we get that breakthrough 285. Okay, there it is there. I'm going to sell half. And let's go ahead and get out the rest there. So that was a nice win. But right now I'm down $9.20. TMBR, I'm going to go ahead and take another shot at it here. So we're pulling back to the volume weighted average price. So that's why I got into it. But let's see if it can hold up. I'm back in this one over here now. There's a breakthrough 3, so I'm selling that. Yeah, I don't know about TMBR. I'm back out of that one. So I'm up a whole $1.39 on my day. I took a couple of scalp trades over here on TUP as this was moving up. I jumped in it a couple times. Made $53 on that. This one over here, I tried to buy that bounce off of the support down here, but I don't like the volume on this stock. I don't like the way it looks. And then I tried again here on this volume weighted average price, but we kind of failed through that. You know, trading it up into here, I was getting in it looking for it to go right away, and it just wasn't giving it to me. And I'm the kind of trader that if it doesn't go right away, I get out. So now I'm going to sit back and kind of watch, and we'll see if anything pops up on the high of day momentum scanner. There's plenty of time to kind of feel it out. And you can see we're starting to fail. So you see this 5-minute candle here with that long upper wick. I don't like that so much. So let's see if we come down to 280, would I want to take that trade? It's a possibility. So far, nothing is hitting the high of day scan. That's kind of a day. Second here. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Usually over here, you'd start to see the scanner light up. So let's look at the overall market and see what it's doing. Well, it's moving up. So we're getting a nice bounce on the overall market. I'm kind of surprised my scanner isn't seeing more than what it is. ESTE. Oh, that's not so bad. I'm going to pull that over here. I'll set up a stop loss parameter on that of, let's say, 50 cents. See, TUP is coming back to that volume weighted average price, candle range, 10 cents. I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm in it one time. See if the bulls are going to step in and buy it at the volume weighted average price. And what I'd be looking for is a move back up over $3. So there's a nice little move. You see the volume down here looks pretty good. So let's see if we get a break over 303. I'm just going to hold this for a bit. I'm sitting up $118 now on TUP, unrealized profit. Could end up with an inside bar on the 5-minute, so that's something to consider, which would end up being an equilibrium. I'm also in a trade over here on ELIQ off of that support. It's breaking through it, so cheaper stock. I'm going to flatten back out of that. When I say flatten, that means I'm just selling it all. I'm just getting out. So TUP taking a while to get going. The volume doesn't look too bad here. I kind of wish I was in this one twice because then I could sell half right now. Let's see if we pull back. We have a support down at 282. So I'm going to move my stop loss up just enough so that you can see down here, this is what I'm talking about, moving my stop loss around. You can see my profit and loss as the price is moving up and down. Right now, sitting at $65, $77. Let's get back up to the chart. We'll watch that. It's coming up. The question here is, oh, look over here, ESTE. Tempted to want to buy that right here. What time is it? So there's going to be a new 1-minute candle. I'm going to flatten TUP for now. And if it pulls back, I'll get in it. I'll take a shot here. ESTE, there it is. That's the break. I'll go ahead and sell it right there. So I'm only up $58 on my day. My goal is 100. Let's see, we have NEO and SOXL popping up on the scan. Oh, that's nice. Maybe a little continuous. So you see how we pulled back here. And then we broke out over this previous high, and then we pulled back a second time and formed a higher low, and now we have a higher high. So that's kind of how the market just kind of like waves like that. It's higher lows and higher highs. And TUP getting up to 303, so I could have held that. I was looking for an equilibrium, and I didn't get it. It's a 5-minute inside bar bull break. We'll see if the bulls can follow through on that. There it is. So that's one of those, man, I could have made so much more if I just held it. But, you know, that's fine. You're never going to capture the whole move. If you could capture the whole move every time, you could read the minds of everybody in the market. You'd be a mind reader, my friend. So on the scanner, take a look. You see the scanner kind of lighting up. We have NKLA, NSSC, NIO, SOXL, TUP. So we have a few things moving. And I do like SOXL, but it kind of already made the move there. I could buy this pullback. Let me see. Buy that little dip right there, but I want it to go right away. I don't want to hold it. If it starts to drop any further, I'm going to get out. Because either it's not going to go up or my timing was wrong. No, I'm going to get back out. I just don't like how it's not going right away. And it might go, but I would rather play it safe. Let's take a look back over here. So I want to get rid of some of these lines. Kind of take a look at what we have going on. You see larger, what time is it? So we have 4 more minutes until the 15-minute candles close. You can see up here, this 15-minute candle has a long upper red wick, high red volume. So it kind of favors the bears. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes on that. Well, thank you, Jameek. Yeah, you know, I do have red days some days. Oh, look at this. I'm sitting here. Look at that break. That's nice. Wow, but it's almost too late to jump in it now. That's called FOMO. If I jump in it now, it's just like it's fear of missing out. You know, you just like, oh, look at it going without me, and you just want to jump in it, but then that's a recipe for disaster. Is what that is. So yeah, it went without me. Big deal. There's plenty more money to be made elsewhere. I'm just going to delete some of these lines. We have a low of day now down here at 168. Okay. Honestly, I don't like anything really that's going on over here. It all feels choppy and kind of bearish. And let's go back over here. Yeah, so look at this one. We broke through that high, couldn't close above it, and now we have a new high of day up at 310. That's the new price target, and we have a higher low down here. Now I will say that we're pulling back to the volume weighted average price and that resistance. You know what? Sometimes you just got to go for it. My stop loss is pretty far away there. So I jumped in it right here at $1.78, $1.79. Down at the volume weighted average price, it's also a previous pivot point. So that's where my line is at. So I would expect if this is going to make a move higher that we hold that level. And I want to see a move up to $1.85. We have 30 seconds left to go before this 5-minute candle closes. I haven't done well on this stock yet. I'm red on it. There's a nice little move. I don't want to take profit yet. That's only $5. Tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'm going to hold it, but what I'm going to do is move my stop loss up pretty tight. So I'm risking $9 right now. On every trade that I place, I risk $50 on every trade. That's my stop loss is set so that I'm only risking $50. But I typically don't let it get that low. So there we go. I got stopped out, so I just lost $10. So now I'm only up $49 on the day, and I could get back in that because that was a nice Nice little bounce there. No, I'm not doing well on that one. So I find that based on past performance, if I'm not doing well on a stock, it's best just to not trade it anymore and trade something that I am doing well on. So we're 15 minutes into the day. I haven't hit my daily goal yet. Oh, let's see. What do we have over here on SOXL? We're coming off of that support. What's the overall market doing? Pulling back. What were we looking for? 15-minute. We were looking for that 15-minute lower high. Got rejected from up here. So I guarantee you there were a lot of shorts that were waiting for the price to come up to this level. And then they were getting in, they were shorting the stock, and now they want it to go down. What the bulls want is they want to hold support, form a higher low, and then try to break this level here. It's a battle. Hourly time frame, we do have that hourly uptrend. So in the long run, it's an hourly uptrend, so look for a continuation. It's bullish right now on that hourly time frame. SOXL, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at this. I was going to buy it when it was down here, but I just wasn't sure. So our target for this would be 2094. I like this pullback over. Oh, let me see here. This is one of those where you kind of have to hold it for a while, and I hate doing that. I'm a quick trader. I like to get in and out really fast. I don't have a lot of patience, I guess. And I'm going to buy TUP right here. I have had some success with TUP, so we're going to try it and see if we get that move up towards, what's the level? 313. I don't like SOXL. I'm getting back out for a small loss. I'm going to zoom in here. So we came down to $3 psychological. You can use psychological levels as support. Traders love psychological levels. $3, $3.50, $4, $5. But I'm late getting in this one. I'm kind of getting in it a little high. Okay, look over here at SOXL now. So now I'm going to get in it. Because to me, that looks bullish. And I jumped in it twice. Okay, there's the move on TUP. I'm just going to go ahead and sell it there. And now I don't like SOXL. See what I mean? So it's just the stocks I trade, they normally don't look like that. And you see the rejection here in TUP. I was worried about that. That's why I got out of it so quick. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of like the market is a little top heavy, and I'm kind of thinking that I probably need to hang up my boots, my trading shoes for today. I've given back more than half of the profit I had. I was up 60 and now I'm only up 18, and I would like to finish, with a green day. I don't want to go into the reds. So I think it's probably, it's not $100, but hey, it's $18 more than I had when I started. So, and what I have, I'll show you real quick. Let me open up the website here. And some people may wonder why do I settle for, $18? That just doesn't seem like that's a realistic way to trade. But what I'm doing is I have phases. I've set up this trading plan where I have 9 phases that I'm going through. And I'm already on phase 3. I started with my risk. I was risking $10 per trade. My daily goal was $20. And to get to the finish line, I needed to make $1,000. And I did that, and then I was able to move on to phase 2, where my risk jumps up to 25, my daily goal jumps up to 50. And then after that point, my risk and my daily goal doubles each time. So right now my daily goal is $100. And once I finished that, I move on to the next phase where my daily goal becomes $200. And the reason I do this is because I'm growing the account. So every time the account grows, I can move my risk up and therefore my reward. So I'm doing it slowly, and you can see the chart here of my phases where this is all my profit for every day that I've traded. And you can see right here, I'm over halfway through phase 3. I'm getting close. 4,000 is right up here. It's just a slow process, but the more you make, the more you make. It's a snowball effect. It gets to be more and more and more and more. And you can see by the time I get to phase 9, my daily goal is $4,000. So, it's going to take a little while, maybe another year to get there, but it's baby steps. It's a marathon, right? You're not going to win the race in one day. You just take your time and know when to throw in the towel. And that's what I'm going to do. That's it for me. So I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to get some sleep. You guys take care. Thanks for watching, and hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'd be happy to answer them. We'll see you next time right here at EVA Trades. Trade smart. Bye.